that we need to continue to stand strong to defend everybody's rights and freedoms.
Well, that's a hello. How you doing, everybody? Oh, just out here by the river, enjoying the day. Hey, I want to talk to you today about hypocrisies in this liberal government. I just love nature. Anyway, yeah, so I've kind of put this together, and it really annoys me, and that's why I keep bringing this up. Trudeau's push against things is just unbelievable. We can all remember back in the convoy, and well, I remember clearly my Prime Minister calling me a racist and a Nazi supporter and such. Even standing up in the House of Parliament and calling the daughter of survivors of the Holocaust a Nazi supporter out of his ignorance and his inability to actually listen to people and their grievances. And then, you know, they finally kicked all those, as he puts it, Nazi supporters out of Ottawa. And the very same weekend, our Deputy Prime Minister is seen at a Ukraine rally holding the scarf with the Nazi insignia on it in support of a regiment that still holds Nazi values. A regiment that was banned all around the world on social media because of their values and their views. Oh, look at the little snapping turtle. Oh, he running away. Sorry, dude. Anyway, I don't know what that noise was. Oh, that was a boat. So anyway, supporting Nazi views and such. She was caught holding the scarf to this regiment with their insignia, with the now infamous picture you cannot find on the internet because they scrubbed it. And then Mr. Trudeau, I mean, there's so many hypocrisies, but this is the one that really bugs me because, well, we're in his favorite month. So I'm going to keep coming back to it. He turns around and he calls out the Italian government for their not allowing for LGBT practices to adopt children, promoting actual male and female families over the LGBT. Does this publicly as an embarrassment to my country. And then no, that's not good enough. He goes to another ally of ours, Poland, actually a member of NATO, if I'm not mistaken, and he tells them that they are transphobic because, again, a very highly Catholic religious country believes in the Catholic morals and the morals of the family values is part of their society. And he tells them they're transphobic. And then I turn around and every step of the way he calls everybody who disagrees. He takes down the Canadian flag, which is a representation of every Canadian at his office, the Prime Minister of Canada's office. There is not a Canadian flag to be found. Takes them all down to hang a flag for a 4% member society of this society. 4% of the society. And he raises those flags on the House of Parliament, or sorry, on the Prime Minister's office as some sort of testament to them. But the Canadian flag represents them as much as it does us. Okay? You don't need another flag. By taking down the Canadian flag to raise this flag, you have taken down Canada in support of a different nationality. I'm not sure. I don't know the terminology. But back in the old days, that was considered conquering of a nation. To raise another flag over the flag of that nation was to conquer that nation. To this day, when the US went into Iraq, they tore down the Iraqi flag and raised the American flag. Not to this day. It's still the thing we do in a conquering nation. So to tear down the Canadian flag, to raise another flag that's not representative of all the citizens of Canada and claim that it is. But I want to get to the final point of this. And at the end of this, I'm going to show you a little screenshot from Wikipedia. But did you know in Ukraine it's illegal to adopt children? They are one of the worst offenders of trans rights in all the EU. Where's your outrage towards them, Trudeau? You hand them $8 billion. Do you not have stipulations that they must adhere to this cult ideology? Or is it just to Canadians you have this issue with? Enjoy this little clip. I forgot a couple of things. I was on my way home doing my edit, or actually I was saving the video while I was driving home, but I was done doing my edits, and I remembered a couple of things I meant to mention in this video and totally forgot about it. First off, his comments weren't about adopting children. It was about same-sex marriage. Here, I'm going to sit down here. It wasn't about adopting children. It was about same-sex marriage. That's one mistake I made. Another mistake I made was I wanted to talk about Canada's sanctimonious position they have right now. You see, Italy first legalized same-sex relations in 1890. 1890. Okay? And Poland legalized same-sex relations in 1932. 1932. Yes, 1932. When did Canada do it? 1962. So for over 70 years since Italy legalized it, we still considered it illegal here in Canada. Okay? If it can take Canada 70 years to become progressive, why do you think, and what was it, in 2001 they finally got the right to get married, I believe? I could be mistaken on the exact date. So approximately 20 years. Why would you think within 20 years every country in the world should be in the same step as Canada? Isn't that a little presumptuous of you? Isn't that just a little sanctimonious? But the Ukraine is off in the clear for you, regardless of the fact they still haven't legalized marriage yet. Yeah. Welcome to the fringe. Welcome to the fringe.